So the computer needs to be reminded of your presence.
Well, it's a safety feature.
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
Really?
Now keep it. Yeah, really. Now
Really?
keep in mind.
Okay.
This is only navigating based on camera images.
Okay. And
It's not like doing it based on Google Maps or anything like that. It's camera images.
okay, so it's real time
Yeah.
self-navigation.
Yeah. And this is not like a pre-route that it's done before.
Okay.
It's taking in the images. So here you see it's saying
like the eyeball.
like the human eyeball.
Like the human eyeball. And because we are in that mode, we have this blue flashing.
Well, I mean, it's showing you where
Thing?
it's going. Yeah. So you
Yeah.
see I'm not touching the wheel.
So what about if somebody else, if there is a kid or somebody else
It
touching
sees
the
it.
wheel?
Oh, touching the wheel?
Yeah.
Well, what do you mean? Like somebody
Yeah.
reaches over and touches the
Yes.
wheel? Well, if I grab the wheel, it'll shut off full
It
self-driving.
will shut off.
Yeah, now you see we have a car to the left, and you see it sees that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not doing anything. Now this car is turning right, and it sees the turn signal. See how it started?
Really?
Yeah.
That's fascinating. So I can see that from the camera. You can see. You cannot see the buildings, but you can see the cars.
You
Right?
mean on this display?
On this screen.
Well, so this display is just like, I mean, you could download the camera image and it's a real camera image. This is just like a display
Okay.
of what,
Mhm.
yeah.
So how do we know that this thing chooses the best way to arrive to our destination?
You mean like the best route?
The best route.
Well,
yes.
so it does work with maps. So, I mean, I told it where we're going to the hospital, and so it's going toward the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
But if a car jumped out in front of us, it doesn't know that. It's going to adapt to that car.
Okay.
So this is like a big intersection. See, it says it's creeping forward for visibility. And I'm not doing anything. We're not on a track. We're not on a magnetic track. We're not on anything.
That's very interesting.
It see this this speed limit?
Yes.
Watch, it changes to 35. You see it now, it knows it's 35.
I saw that, yeah.
So ultimately, this is what I was talking to you earlier about the neural networks.
Uh-huh.
Ultimately, what they want to do is they want to train a supercomputer with millions and millions of miles of visual data so that the supercomputer can use a neural network to make real-time decisions without any user input, without any program. Nobody would program the computer saying, this is a stop sign, you need to stop. It would have just seen millions of times where people have stopped at stop signs. And
now are we contributing to this database? I feel intrigued. I'm part of the history.
We are part of like one neuron of like memory that's going into this giant database.
I feel very proud. I did something good today.
You did. Yeah. Now this is a beta version, and this is not the final version, so it's not perfect. And what I do is I try to find times where it fails. Like I'll put it through situations where I think it'll fail. Like I'll take it into weird places, and one of the things I want to do is drive it through like there's a football game this weekend. It's homecoming.
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be like tens of thousands of people in the street.
Mm-hmm.
I want to just like put on full self-driving and drive through and see how it reacts, like how many people it picks up. And
now the car saw that there is a green light.
Yeah, now we're going, and there's a car on our left and a Tesla on our right.
Right.
And you see how it picks up the lane, it picks up this car.
It picks up the lane. I mean, if the other person doesn't stop to the red light,
Oh yeah,
It
no,
will pick it up.
it would follow the traffic laws.
Okay.
Yeah. So if this person broke the law, it's not going to follow this person. And this is beta, so it has certain hardwired rules about traffic laws. Like it'll stop at stoplights, it'll do all that. Now the interesting thing is when they're training the neural network for the next version, they're trying to replicate how a human driver would drive. So here's the interesting thing about it. See how it picks up this car right here? Here's the interesting thing about how a human would drive. See how it's changing lanes without me doing anything?
Wow.
So a human driver, let's say, comes up to a stop sign and rolls through it. It's very difficult to find a number of clips of a human driver that perfectly stops at a stop sign. So they actually were demonstrating full neural network capability with Elon did a Twitter video an X video where he streamed himself driving on a full neural network, and the car rolled through stop signs because that's what a human would do. It's emulating a human. So that's going to be an interesting thing to like. Well, if you create a neural network that mimics humans, but humans break the law a little bit,
this is not a good thing. So yes, we have to
humans
train
speed
the
a little
neural network,
bit. Yeah.
According to a person who is going to follow the law.
According to a perfect driver. Does that exist? Yeah, I don't know. And look how smooth it is. I mean, it's like I mean, this is a smooth. The turns, the stopping, it's as smooth as any human.
But for example, if this driver in front of us, by mistake or whatever, he starts backing off, what will this car do?
I think this car would just, I don't know. I don't know if it would try to back. There is avoidance mechanisms in place. So like if a bike went across, it would take avoidance action. Whether if we were stopped and a car was slowly backing into us, whether it would try to back away or just sound an alarm, I don't know. That'd be a great test. Maybe we'll have you back. Maybe we'll have you back into me tomorrow. Did you see when we were at that intersection, like how many cars it was tracking at once?
Yep.
A human cannot focus on that many vectors at the same time, but a computer has no problem tracking like that many vectors at the same time. You can see how like, I mean, arguably it's going to be safer than humans if you can get it.
Yes, for sure. It's going to be more accurate. It's going to be. It's not getting tired.
It's not getting tired. It's never. It
doesn't drink alcohol.
It doesn't drink alcohol. It's never looking down to change the radio.
It doesn't text.
It does not text and drive. I mean, it could text and drive while at the same time looking at 30 vehicles around it simultaneously.
You can send text.
Yeah. Well, yeah, sure. I mean, it connects to your phone, just like most cars do that now.
Okay.
Interesting. Red, yellow. Nice. Stopped.
Nice.
Good reaction.
Good reaction. It was not a dark green as a human would do.
I don't know what a human would have done there. Probably gun it and run a red. But you can see it's tracking all these vehicles. And this is all based on camera. And it's nighttime. And it still creates a very good image of everything around it.
It would be interesting to drive with not so many lights around to see.
You mean like street lights or what?
Street lights.
Oh, like on a country road? Yeah. Ooh, that's a good idea. That's a good idea.
Well, it's a brave endeavor also.
I think the cameras are pretty good at night vision, but you're right. It would be really good to test it out on like a country road where there's not a lot of, just the moonlight.
It is interesting that it's picking up the parked vehicles.
Yeah.
Because it anticipates, well, people might start driving on these cars anytime.
You're right. It picks up cars even in driveways.
But I haven't seen that it picks up any bikes.
I haven't seen any bikes.
I have seen people. You saw that?
So here,
person?
there's people walking on the left here. Can you see them?
Mm-hmm.
They picked up those people.
I think we haven't seen any bikes now, but
No.
probably it picks it up.
Yeah, it picks up bikes.
Interesting. So yeah, we can see those people too.
So yeah, you see it's picked up that person. Now we're going to turn left here, and it'll change lanes. A little bit of a... Oh, actually, it's taking us to this entrance. Okay, so it does. It's taking us to the wrong one. Okay. So we're going to exit full self-driving here. And I'm going to turn
now the
in here.
autopilot has been disabled.
All right, so would you trust it?
I mean, it has given good signs to be trusted.
All right, that's it. Good ride. Any final words?
Final words.
Cue the outro music. Oh, we have to say...
Yes.
I always say that we are inviting Magnus Carlsen on the channel. He's a chess player.
He's a chess player.
Yeah, and do you know the Botes sisters?
Yes.
Or no? Oh yeah, we're not inviting them, but everybody knows why. But that's okay. But just Magnus, he's coming on if he wants to come on, and we'll talk artificial intelligence and chess. Okay.
Well, welcome, Magnus. We are waiting for you.
There you go. You got the formal invite. All right. See you next time.